Hello everyone, this is a Beta Academic Program week 12 report, and this week was not full of activities or events as the previous one. However, there are still some news or important events to mention. This week started with the publication of second part of IR memes post, which I believe was quite successful. It was one of the most liked posts on the account since the start of Beta Academic Program, and most importantly, it had about 30% more likes and 3 times more reposts than the previous part 1 of IR memes, which can be a good sign, can be a good indicator that audience likes the memes and that we are working on right direction. Talking about seminars, in this week we had the classical seminar class with the elements of both discussions and group work, while previously I was more focused on class activities such as debates, simulations, or group works. This time I got full responsibility, more than in the previous week, for the warm-up and discussion questions, which I really like. Probably that's a sign that Dordona teacher started to trust me more, or on the other hand, that also can be some kind of preparation for demo class. Discussing the content of the seminars, in addition to discussions, we had chronological timeline work, in which students had to arrange the given events in proper timeline. It helps them to build the right historical and logical chain. And in addition to that, the task included to create a link between 2 random events which we give them, and explaining the link between those events. Another group work was to choose a country and prepare a speech answering the given questions about that country. For example, if it's about East Germany, then the person will have the specific questions about East Germany, and he should prepare a speech about it for 1 minute. Overall, I believe it was a good and balanced formula which allows them to demonstrate detailed knowledge about certain regional country, for example, let's say Poland, while at the same time demonstrating general knowledge of timeline and creating some connections from the given knowledge. In addition, we had the second quiz in this week. The job of the proctor was the same as usual as it was in the first quiz. The only difference that the students had so many questions related to the translation of certain words, and I believe I did the job of the translator pretty good. Talking about the grader's job, it was pretty easy as the test consisted only multiple choice questions. So basically my function was to look at the answer sheet and look at the student's paper and compare the answers if they are correct or not. Finally, right now I'm preparing for the next week, in which I'm going to have the demo class. Right now I'm working with the presentation. That's the end of the report. See you next week.